Is it actually expensive to live here in New Zealand? The short answer, yes. But that's not the whole story. Because while your wallet might feel lighter, there are reasons why people still choose to call this place home, and some costs that might surprise you, both good and bad. Let me paint you the real picture of what it costs to live in New Zealand in 2026. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room, housing. If you're looking at Auckland, you're staring down the barrel of around $600 per week for a decent one-bedroom apartment near the city centre. That's roughly $2,600 per month before you've even bought groceries. And if you want to buy, the average house price in Auckland sits at $1.2 million. With the average wage at $58,000, you can see the math doesn't exactly work in your favour. But here's where it gets interesting. Move away from the main centres, and those numbers start looking very different. Now, before you close this video thinking, too expensive, stick around. Because there are some surprising upsides that might change your mind about the true cost of living here. Let's break down what you'll actually spend your money on. Walk into any supermarket and you'll get sticker shock. A cucumber can cost you over $6 per kilogram. Mushrooms? Try $18 per kilogram. Even basic tomatoes will set you back $8 per kilogram. Your weekly grocery bill for 2 people? Expect around $150 per week, so about $650 per month. Add in cleaning supplies and household essentials, and you're looking at $750 to $850 monthly just for the basics. But here's something that might surprise you. While food costs sting, there are some major expenses you won't have that other countries charge for. Healthcare is free, not subsidized. Free. A GP visit might cost you $60 to $80 if you're not registered with a funded clinic. But emergency care, surgeries, specialist treatments, all covered. Coming from countries where medical bills can bankrupt families, this is huge. Let's talk about getting around. Fuel prices will make you wince. Over $3.20 per litre, and that's with government subsidies. Fill up a standard car and you're looking at nearly $200 for a full tank. Car insurance runs about $50 to $70 per fortnight. Registration costs between $250 to $320 annually. It adds up fast. But here's the thing about transport costs. They're offset by something most countries can't offer. You can drive from snow-capped mountains to pristine beaches in the same day. The outdoor lifestyle here isn't just marketing speak, it's real and it's accessible. Most of those incredible hiking trails, beaches and natural attractions, completely free. While other countries charge entry fees for national parks or premium outdoor experiences, New Zealand's natural playground is largely free to explore. Now, let's address the big question. Can you actually afford to live here? The numbers are challenging, no doubt about it. Rates have jumped 35% over 3 years, while inflation was only 13%. Councils are spending money on questionable projects, while families struggle with rising costs. But here's what the numbers don't tell you. The quality of life equation changes everything. New Zealand consistently ranks as one of the safest countries in the world. You can leave your doors unlocked in many areas. Kids can play outside without constant supervision. That peace of mind? You can't put a price on it. The work-life balance is real. While salaries might be lower than other developed countries, the expectation to work 80-hour weeks simply doesn't exist in most industries. And then there's the people. The generosity shown by locals is remarkable. People lending equipment to neighbours they barely know, helping with repairs, offering assistance without expecting anything in return. This community spirit reduces costs in ways that don't show up on any budget spreadsheet. But let's be honest about the downsides. New Zealand is isolated. Really isolated. Your closest neighbour is Australia, and that's still a 3-hour flight. Getting anywhere else means long, expensive flights. This isolation drives up the cost of everything. Import costs are built into every product price, that $18 per kilogram for mushrooms. Part of that is the cost of getting things to these islands. The housing situation is genuinely challenging. Many rentals lack basic standards you'd expect elsewhere. Double glazing, proper insulation, central heating. These aren't standard. Houses can be damp, drafty, and cold. The good news? This is changing. New laws require rentals to meet minimum standards, and new builds are constructed to much higher specifications. Here's something that might surprise you about the job market. While average wages seem low compared to housing costs, there are opportunities. The country desperately needs skilled workers in many sectors: healthcare, construction, IT, engineering. These fields often offer pathways to residency and decent salaries. And if you're entrepreneurial, the small market size can actually work in your favor. Less competition, closer relationships with customers, and government support for small businesses. Let's talk about what your money actually buys you. Yes, groceries are expensive, but the quality is generally high. Food safety standards are strict. You're not worrying about contaminated products or questionable ingredients. Yes, housing costs are high in main centers, but you're buying into communities with excellent schools, low crime rates, and access to world-class natural environments. The cafe culture alone might justify some of the costs. Independent cafes everywhere, serving genuinely good coffee. Most are child-friendly, many are dog-friendly. It's a social infrastructure that enhances daily life in ways that pure economics can't measure. Now here's the reality check you need. If you're moving here expecting to maintain the same lifestyle you had elsewhere while paying New Zealand prices, you'll be disappointed. But if you're willing to adjust your expectations and embrace what this country offers, the equation changes dramatically. The outdoor lifestyle isn't just about weekend activities. It becomes part of your daily routine. Walking to work along harbour paths, lunch breaks at nearby beaches, after-work hikes that would require expensive gym memberships elsewhere. Your entertainment budget shifts from expensive indoor activities to free outdoor adventures. Let's address the elephant in the room. Can you actually save money here? The honest answer. It's tough, especially in the first few years. Between high housing costs and expensive groceries, building savings requires discipline. But here's what changes the game. The things you don't spend money on. No expensive health insurance premiums. No private school fees if you're happy with the public system. No security systems or gated communities. No expensive commutes if you choose your location wisely. The government is promising changes. A rates cap is coming in 2029 to control local government spending. But that's still years away, and councils know it. Expect costs to keep rising in the short term. So, is New Zealand expensive? Absolutely. Your grocery bills will shock you. Housing costs in main centres are genuinely challenging. Transport and fuel costs are high. But expensive doesn't tell the whole story. You're buying into a lifestyle that prioritises quality of life over pure economic efficiency. Safety, natural beauty, work-life balance, community spirit. These have value that doesn't show up in cost of living calculators. The real question isn't whether New Zealand is expensive. It's whether what you get for your money aligns with what you value in life. If you prioritise career advancement and maximising income, other countries might serve you better. If you value safety, natural beauty, work-life balance, and raising kids in a relatively innocent environment, the premium might be worth paying. Here's my advice if you're considering the move. Don't come expecting to get rich quickly. Do come if you're willing to trade some financial optimization for lifestyle benefits that money can't buy elsewhere. The numbers are challenging, but the intangibles might just make it worthwhile. What do you think? Is the New Zealand lifestyle premium worth paying? Or do the costs outweigh the benefits? Let me know in the comments, and if this helped clarify the real costs of living here, consider subscribing for more honest takes on life in New Zealand, because sometimes the most expensive places offer something you can't put a price on.